Imagine this. You leave your life in Oakland, your friends, your family, to follow a preacher who promises a paradise free from racism, poverty, and hate. But instead of paradise, you find yourself trapped in the jungle, surrounded by armed guards, and forced to drink poison. This isn't a movie. This is the Jonestown Massacre, and Oakland will never forget it. In the 1950s, a man named Jim Jones built the People's Temple, a church that preached equality, justice, and most importantly, community. He fed the poor, fought racism, and he made people feel seen. And by the 70s, he moved his operation to San Francisco, where politicians lined up to shake his hand. But behind the sermons were cracks, staged killings, abuse, and a dangerous level of control. And when the media started asking questions, Jones decided it was time to leave America altogether. He packed up nearly 1,000 followers, many from the Bay Area, and shipped them to a remote settlement in the jungles of Guyana. They called it Jonestown. It was supposed to be utopia. Instead, it was a prison. No one could leave. Guards patrolled the camp. Families worked long, brutal hours in the heat. And Jones, addicted to drugs and paranoia, staged loyalty tests, where he made people pretend to drink poison just to prove their devotion. In November of 1978, Congressman Leo Ryan from San Mateo decided he wanted to investigate. He flew down with journalists and worried family members. At first, things looked calm, but then Temple members slipped him notes begging, "Please get us out." On November 18th, Ryan and his group took defectors to a nearby airstrip, but they never made it home. Armed Temple members opened fire, killing Ryan, 3 journalists, and 1 defector. Dozens were injured. And back in Jonestown, Jim Jones decided this was the end. He called everyone to the pavilion, mothers, fathers, children. He told them the U.S. Army was coming. They would be tortured. The only answer was what he called a revolutionary suicide. Big vats of flavor aid laced with cyanide, tranquilizers, and sedatives were brought out. Parents were forced to give it to their kids first. Then they drank it themselves. Armed guards stood watch. They were making sure no one escaped. By nightfall, over 900 people were dead. 304 were children. It was the largest loss of American civilian life in a non-natural disaster until 9/11. In Oakland carries the memories. More than 400 of the Jonestown dead, unclaimed by their families, are buried at Evergreen Cemetery in East Oakland. For years, the hillside was unmarked. Today, plaques list every single one of the 918 names. Some people whisper that the cemetery is haunted. Visitors talk about chills, voices, and cold spots. But the truth is heavier than any ghost story. The silence of hundreds of lives cut short. So next time you hear someone say, "Don't drink the Kool-Aid," remember, it's not a joke. It's a tragedy that started in the Bay Area and ended in the jungle.